The implementation of our view contact listener that starts here on line 182 is identical to that from lesson 10, so we're going to skip over that in this video and move on to the onActivityResult method. Now, as you know, this method gets called when you launch another activity from this activity with start activity for result, and that other activity is now returning a result back to this activity. And there are two different activities that we launched from the address book activity using start activity for result. One was an intent that is requesting Bluetooth be enabled, and one was an intent requesting that the device be discoverable via Bluetooth. So let's take a look at the first case. So if the request code was enable Bluetooth, then we have this if-else statement to execute, and there are two possible results from the built-in Android activity that enables Bluetooth. If the user is presented with the dialog requesting permission to enable Bluetooth and the user says no, then result_cancel will be returned. If the user says yes, then Bluetooth gets enabled and result_OK is returned. So in the case that result_OK is returned, we display a toast simply indicating that Bluetooth was enabled. Otherwise, we set our Boolean variable to false to indicate that we should not represent that dialog to the user in onResume when onResume gets called again. And we also display a toast indicating that Bluetooth is not enabled. Now, in the case of discoverability, when the user is presented with the activity that asks if it's okay to enable discoverability, there are two possible responses. One is result_canceled, where the user does not give permission to enable discoverability. The other is the number of seconds for which the device will be discoverable. So if the result is not result canceled, then we know the device is currently discoverable, and we call our own method listen for contact, which we'll look at in the next video, and that method will set up the Bluetooth server socket to wait for a connection from a remote device. On the other hand, if we got back result canceled, then we'll display a toast indicating that the device is not going to be discoverable and therefore cannot receive a contact.